everyone, how are you all doing? It's good to be back, and even better to have you all back. Once again, T-Nucks on tour.
Up the T-Nucks!
So I'm at Kiveton waters, I'm on the Roses Lake. There's some real big carp in here, can catch them in lots of different ways. Big open water. Peg 13, am I happy with it? Unlucky for some? I don't know. But let's see how we got on. So first of all, I want to know if there's any fish up in the water. It's about 7 foot deep here. Quite deep really for one of the ponds around this area. And fish on. Slappy slappy, fish can't resist. So I'm on an 8mm, and I'm pinging in 4mm, and I'll keep doing that. So you've seen me hook this fish and now I'm feeding the area. I want to try and draw fish into this area. So what my plan was, I'm going to keep feeding this area and I'm going to try and catch them up in the water if I can. And if not, I'm going to go on the deck at the same line at 13 meters. I can do that with the pole, do it with a rod. There's lots of different ways I can do it. But I want to make sure that that 13 meter area is where I try and get quite a lot of fish to. This is what I'm hoping is going to get me a match win, or at least catch me a load of fish. So typical of the carp here, they fight so hard. It was only a few months ago that I had one snap one of my top kits cleaning off. They are absolutely brutal here. They're really big fish. It's got a good depth, and these fish have a lot of power. So you can't just bully these. I mean, you can try, but you might break some stuff. So I'm being really tentative with it. I'm just not going to force it. I'm hoping it's just going to come up and play nice. But they're really big fish as well, so you don't want to lose them. You don't want to rip a hook out of the face or anything like that. It's just take your time, get the fish out, make it count. So that is a really good start to the fishing. Now throughout this match I had to try lots of different methods to catch fish. So even though I've caught this one up in the water, they didn't want to stay there, they didn't want to be there all the time. So throughout this video you're going to see me doing lots of different things to try and find some fish, and hopefully you'll enjoy it. So slappy slappy, fish on and feed. It's that easy. Now we're hoping, like I said before, that I could keep them here, but it's not the case. They're really moody today. The weather is really grey and overcast. It keeps raining on and off, which you'll see throughout the video. It just wouldn't make its mind up. We've got some of the pond across from me where you can see that bank there. There's 4 or 5 anglers on there as well, which are part of an open match, which is going on the pond behind me, and they've took up some of our pond. So there's quite a lot of pressure on it everywhere. It's just, everything's just not right to what I'd have liked it to be, to expect a really good day. Now the flip side to this is, it means you've got to fish smart. It's not going to be about bagging a load of fish. It's going to be about nicking fish when you can, and trying to find ways in which to do that. Sometimes they're the best matches to be in, because if you know lots of different methods, you're comfortable with them all, it can give you a really good advantage. So this grey hydro, it's a really nice soft elastic, and I've picked this on purpose because it's a big open water like this. I don't have to worry about them getting to snags or anything. What's important is I keep hold of this fish as long as I can to tire it out and get it out. That means I can have lighter hook lengths, lighter elastics, and hopefully that equals more bites. More bites equals more fish equals more weight, and we're winning. So the flip side is you just have to be a little bit careful, but I don't mind that. I don't mind taking my time a little bit, especially when it's hard fishing. You just need to get them out. Look at this, that is an absolute banger of a fish.
Not a bad fish, that. Not bad at all.
If you haven't already given the video a like, please give it a thumbs up now. I really want as many likes as I can for this video, and I'll be happy to return and get another one for you. And if you haven't subscribed already, please hit the subscribe button. It's completely free, and I don't want you to miss any of my future videos. Thank you. So I've literally put that feeder on the sign. So there's a sign over there that says 13. That's for my peg. That means I can chuck to it. I've put it bang on that sign. Beautiful cast. Straight away I'm getting action on the rod. And fingers crossed, it's a good one. So I'm using a 12-foot carp feeder rod. I'm doing that for two reasons really. First reason, the fish are absolutely massive in here, so I want something pretty decent to get them out. And secondly, that's quite a big chuck. It's about 40 metres away, that island, and I don't want to be overdoing it. I want accuracy. I'd rather have a rod that allows me to get there much easier and improve my accuracy throughout, instead of having a smaller rod, really having to chuck it and risk not being so accurate. So this carp fought me for about 10 minutes on this rod. It would not stop fighting, and look at the size of it. It's absolutely huge.
Oh, that's a good fish. That one's you want.
So being accurate with the feeder has produced me an absolute banger of a fish. Really happy with that. I've got 3 great fish at the moment. Buzzing. Match is going as planned. Now it's gone quiet on that line. Now I'm going to throw over my 13 metre line, but with the wagler this time. I suspected that the pole might have been spooking him a bit, so I thought I'd chuck wagler over. Hopefully you got that. You could just about see the float disappearing under the surface. Fish on. It's first chuck with it. It's been in a couple of seconds max. And wham. Straight away we've got a bite. So this fish is really pulling more than I was expecting really. When you get them in the mouth, I mean they pull, but not usually as much as this. So I suspect I've probably got it foul hooked. However, it's a nice soft rod. There's a good chance I can keep it on and get it out. So as you can tell, I've got it in the side fin. It's another big fish, but the rod did what I needed it to do. That softer action on the pellet waggler rod has helped me get this fish out.
Under belly, the poor bugger. Under belly.
So I had a few more casts with it. There was the odd liner, but nothing that was absolutely taking the float. But because I had those liners, I know that there's still fish up in the water in this area. So I've started to ping in and I've just hooked a fish. Now that has took it just as I was about to re-slap. You see that in a lot of my videos. Because of the timing that I have, the fish kind of get in line with that timing. I know that's bizarre to say, but that's just what happens. You can almost predict when that float is going to go under. When you get him in a really competitive mood, it can be as easy as that. So I'm really happy I've hooked another one up in the water. That's my strength, that's my game, that's where I want to be. And yeah, so far I'm really happy with how everything is going. Another big, beautiful, hard fighting fish. I have to give it to Kiveton waters. There is some absolutely banging fish in here. Some real pole breakers. It's always entertaining. But no, so far, really happy with this. Everything is going as planned. The lake is fishing so hard for everybody on both ponds. And I feel like I'm doing something right. Now that line went quiet, so I've gone on top kitten 3 with pace now on the deck. I had fed this through the match, just throwing pellets there, in the hope you can nick one. It's something I see a lot of anglers doing at places like Lodge Farm where I fish quite regular. It's something I thought I'd try here. That's definitely fish on. Now the only problem I have here, whenever I've fished here before, fishing on the deck particularly, you find you foul hook a lot of fish. Whether you feed heavy, whether you don't feed anything at all, it's just strange. And every angler has tried to suss it out. You kind of start accepting it's just the way it is. So if you manage to get even a quarter of the fish that you hook out on the deck, you've had a good match. This slap stick is soft, which gives me a better chance of getting something out if it is foul hooked.
Ink fin. But it's in the net.
So as I said there, it's in the fin, but it's in the net. That lighter elastic has allowed me to get that out. If I'd have been on a big 20 elastic, more than likely, that hook would have just pulled straight out of its skin and I'd have lost that fish. That's a good £6 fish that I'd have lost. So it's not always a great idea to go on big daft elastics when you're going against big fish. I often think it's much more of an advantage to have a softer one, spend a bit more time playing that fish, but increase the number of fish you're going to get out. So now what I've done is I've gone on the 13 metre line. That's where I've been pinging all those pellets throughout the match, just with paste. So I've not needed to feed anything. There's a lot of pellets down there already. Just want to see what's there and see if I can nick some fish. So it's another hard fighting carp, probably a big dog. If you're on paste, usually the fish are pretty big. That's why paste dominates so much in the summer months usually. And that's why I put it on. I've not bothered putting a pellet on even though I've fed a load of pellets. Because if there is any fish there, I want the biggest fish. And I want to put a nice big greedy fish bait on there. And hopefully you get rewarded with a good one.
Good fish.
So that is the power of paste. That is a proper paste fish. It's a real big dog. Exactly what I need. When the lakes are fishing tough and you can pull fish like this out, you're definitely doing something right. I'm really happy. So where there's one big dog, there's usually another. It's got to be worth another go, at least to see if there's any more fish there that are worth hanging around for before I switch to a different line and fish on. And this is all it's about really. Once you become familiar with all these techniques and you kind of know how they work, you know when is the right time to switch and when's not the right time to switch. So if you are an angler that only does one or two things in a match, I can't recommend it enough to learn to do lots of other. You don't always need to use them all, and this is a rare match where I've had to really go through all the skill set. Normally, slappy is enough. But today, when the lake was fishing really hard, you've got to think outside the box a bit and do something a bit different. So if there's any techniques you're not familiar with, shy of, make them a priority. Make yourself do those things. Get better at it, and that is going to make you a much more complete angler, and you know, turn bad days into good days. It's not a massive fish, but it's putting up a massive fight. You can see just that it's starting to churn, you know, the silt up. You can see it clouding in the water there where it's really digging its face in. They're just really brutal here. Like really angry carp. I've never known aught like it. So I've just hooked into my third fish on the deck at 13 metres with the paste. And I have fed nothing, only the pellets I was pinging in when I was fishing shallow. So the advantage to that is I've been able to catch some fish up in the water, and when those signs disappeared, I've gone on the deck, because there's going to be a lot of pellets down there. But you don't need to feed anything else because you've already put a load in. It's important then that you just go in with the paste. It's a nice big standout bait, and they're just going to take it. They're already going to be there because of all the pellets you've pinged in previously.
Les, I'm trying to stop this fish. I can't stop it.
So another absolute psychopath. My money would be on it being foul hooked, especially when they start dragging you around the lake. But they are big fish in here. Which one is it going to be? Well, I've got him in the mouth. As you can see there, it's just a tough cookie. Another absolute brute. So I'm going to feed this margin with a couple of micros, and then I'm going to go over it with paste and see if we can get a bonus fish. So I've managed to get a margin fish. I'm hoping it's a big one. There is some real huge fish in here, and I felt like I needed it. I know the guys to my right, they'd been catching. Steve to my left, he'd been catching. It felt pretty close, a bit too close for comfort, and this was kind of like what I was banking on. 1 or 2 margin carp to really help seal it. So on this setup, I am on my margin pole. I've put a short kit in and it's got 20 elastic in. Because I am down there for big fish, I need to get them out as quick as I can. I'm not messing about. Oh my god, this fish is teasing me. You know, you just want to get it in the net so bad. You can tell it's a real big fish and you desperately do not want to lose it. And they just hold you on and hold you on and hold you on. And all you're thinking inside is, please do not get off.
That's a big fish. It's a proper one.
That is an absolute banger. The whole reason I'm down there, it's gone for a big piece of paste. Simply lovely.
Eight's a good player. 133. Oh, got it. Oh, there it is. All right. What's it? Hammers in other. Oh, yeah. Me. Really bottom it, yeah. 62.8. More than so. Yep. Yes,
His rod seems to be going round all the time. I thought he had more than 2. Is there an all in that net?
I bet it is, you know. He had to have more than 2, didn't he?
He had more than 2. He 100% had more than 2.
Not more than 2.
He didn't have a third net, did he?
Get others in here. No. 21.5. Where then? It's more than 60, isn't it?
It's not.
We're grunting and groaning like
15.4. Hold on though.
just did a puffing, I thought.
55, 4, hold on, it's not sure. It's 55. 2 now.
Yeah.
55, 4.
Thank you.
Hey up, Paul.
Yeah.
Not bad that, £70 each.
I've only got £50. You got
40 pounder. Was that big margin carp they got?
It's got a saddle on it, so
Sure.
Yeah, they said to weigh it. They said it's biggest fish they've
so
seen.
I'm lifting it out.
Somebody said, what's that?
That's so much out. When he was playing it here, he said,
Yeah, the cycles.
needs a keep net, a landing net, sorry.
I thought it was struggling with rolling up.
Yeah.
I was like, and I thought, what are you doing, Keith? Then I realised he'd caught like best part of Tyndall. 55. I've seen them kind of weight, so have we? 52.13. Yeah, why don't you start filming?
That's a good one.
Ain't margins, Mel. No, not real. But into margin, isn't it? No. I know. What's the margin?
Yeah.
27.15.
More editing.
That's from last week. Well, that perch took it, wanted to double 39.4. Yeah. We've had no down here. I've clicked 12.
Why laugh for?
Edge now.
More than 12 pound in here. There's got 20 odd. Bounced off at ring then.
I was lying.
16, oh, £17 exactly.
Steady on, mate. Well, I had 18 up clicker to be fair.
Oh, God.
Hey?
Yeah.
What is it, mate? Just trying to fish perch out.
You putting them two in it, yeah?
He's just throwing in Carp Society up. If you want a picture.
Mate, come out at net.
He's got a good weight.
I had to do a bit of frying pan.
41.13. Wow, surprise.
Yeah, there's a good weight there. About £40 there, if not more.
Yeah, well done, Brendan.
Yeah, well done, mate.
Go on, you call it.
36.10.
Well done.
Yeah, good
I'm happy with that.
How many nets have I got?
15 mil. I've been in front of that nearly all day.
Watch that perch. Watch that perch.
Right down that side. Check that. I told him I've about 15 mil. Maybe more than 15.
Going for oil, that one.
Brian's won it with most fish.
We're not going to
This morning, I've hit what's that?
There's Trevor.
You don't want that.
I forget what Trev weighed.
40.
Weighed 41.
Yeah.
One's it clip, I've hit
Oh,
clip,
yeah.
it's in the feeder, it's took off.
So he's only just done there.
Yeah.
11.14.
Yes, I'm lost. Each other, mate.
It were a pipe.
This is the biggest fish in here, it's seen.
The what? Have a look.
£12 all day long.
This
That
one here,
one.
well, not one as big as that,
What
can
bigger
I?
than that?
He said, what is he looking at? Did he come before him? That
You see the thickness of his glasses though?
yeah, I'm not surprised.
It said Guinness on them. Bottle bottom. Right, it's quite active, isn't it?
34.11.
There we have it. I've managed to get the win with £70 and 8 ounces. Tony's got £62 for second and Steve with £52 for third. There was another weight close at £50 as well. So like I said, it did fish really tough. I would probably have expected a £80 to £100 weight to win it, but it fished hard and I did what I needed to do. Big thank you once again to all my international fans. The Netherlands are back. Germany creeping up there as well. Where did you come from? An 8.4% from the ladies. I think that's the highest I've ever seen. Thank you so much for your support. If you would like to use any of the floats that you see in any of my videos, go onto Facebook, like this page, I'll approve it. We post daily, £1.35 per float. Grab yourself a bargain. Well, I hope you've enjoyed the video. I've really enjoyed making it. It was a tough match, and I'm glad I caught all those things on camera for you. Stay tuned. Don't miss the next one that's coming up. You'll like that too. And until next time, tight lines and Sithy.
Hello, your call cannot be taken at the moment, so please leave your message after the tone.